I'm going to do a very quick demo of Socioh's free first-party pixel. As soon as you log in, you will see your main dashboard here. On the top is all the information I need to know how I'm doing today so far, as well as where I ended my day yesterday. So you'll see revenue, your ad spend, your MR, as well as your new customer MR, your CAC and your new customer CAC. Now, for those of you who don't know what these matrices are, you can simply hover and not only get the definition, but also why this metric matters. Now, right below that, you will see your traffic snapshot. On the top are your paid channels and a very quick summary of that. And on the bottom is other traffic that is bringing in orders. Now, below the traffic section is a summary of your Meta ads performance. Now, this section right here is the one that I focus on daily. It helps me see what Meta is reporting and what Socioh's first-party pixel is able to track. So if you look at the CAC section below, whereas Meta is reporting a much better CAC, Socioh for today is actually reporting significantly poor performance. So you can see yesterday's CAC was 54, but today it's almost tripled. So right there, it gives me a hint that I need to go into Meta and see what's happening. And if you scroll down further, you can also see the key trends for Meta being graphed. So if you wanted to see this data over a 7-day period or a 14-day period or a 30-day period, you can see that. That concludes the dashboard part. Let's look at the analytics tab now. This is where you can dig into each channel and see the campaigns and the money spent and the attribution details for that channel. So I'm going to switch to detailed view. I can see my top of the funnel metrics as reported by in-platform, but from the middle and bottom of the funnel, you will see what in-platform reports and what Socioh reports. And finally, towards the end, let's look at the revenue that Socioh is reporting. So Socioh reports two revenues, revenue attributed and revenue influenced. And I'll tell you the difference very quickly between the two numbers. Revenue influenced are all the transactions that this campaign touched. So this campaign 2 touched 25 transactions. And if campaign 2 got complete credit for those 25 transactions, they would be worth $3,600 and my ROAS would be 1.74. So that's revenue influenced. However, in reality, campaign 2 was not the only campaign that touched these 25 transactions. There were other campaigns and other channels that also contributed to these 25 transactions. So how much revenue can we attribute from the total influence revenue to this transaction? That's 19.8. And actually, if I click on either one of these numbers, I'll see the detail. So I'm going to see 25 transactions here. And out of which you will see that this transaction's got 10% credit, but this other transaction has 90% credit. Or in this particular case, there are 4 campaigns that have touched that particular transaction. Now I can always filter by new versus old. I can see that the first 3 transactions were entirely attributed to this campaign, but the next one is shared with retargeting, and this particular transaction has been touched by 4 different campaigns. Now, we've been very transparent in how we are sharing credit amongst campaigns. Not only can I see the campaigns that led to this transaction, I can also see the entire customer journey. I can see this buyer visited 8 products, carted 2 and purchased 1. And in each one of these touch points, I can see all the UTM details available. So this is the Meta tab, and right here on this gear, if you click on it, you will see our Bit Advisor interface. Now, this is the one thing that Socioh does very well. We make it really, really easy for you to decide whether you should increase the budget or decrease the budget. In fact, right here, currently we have 3 models. The more aggressive model says increase the budget, but the conservative model says decrease the budget. And if you want to get into the details of this and which one should you listen to, we can have that conversation separately. I'll keep the demo very brief. For this particular campaign, let's say I want to look at the last 14 days of data. So not only do I see what Meta is attributing, I also see what Socioh is attributing. I see the new and repeat customer split. I see the CAC and NCAC, AOV and other details. But at the bottom, I also see 1-day click-based accrual revenue, the projected 7 and 28-day limits. And then if I scroll down below, I can see a graph of this campaign's performance, how it's done over time. Now, of course, today's data is partial, but as you can see, this is holding pretty steady. So there is no reason for me to cut the budget. If anything, I can increase the budget and see if there is scope for an improvement. Now, you can see similar details for other channels like Google Paid, Shopping, Klaviyo, And you can also see all the transactions that we've attributed and how we've shared the credit with other channels. However, our meta reporting is far more detailed and advanced than what we do for other channels. If you liked what you saw and would like access to it, all you have to do is go to freethepixel.com and get on the waitlist, and we're doing our best to roll out invites as quickly as we can. If you have any questions for me, you can always tweet at me and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Have a good day.